As if it wasn't hot enough, now we have this!
A river of magma. I've never seen such a thing.
Really? I see them quite frequently. For example, when a freak gets mad at Gnome for oversleeping, and those two go at it, the surrounding area usually ends up being reduced to a pool of lava.
Well, that seems fine for the local ecosystem.
The great spirits of fire and earth fight with each other?
Then Undine will tell them to cool it and flood the area with water, causing a huge explosion.
Surely this happens only rarely.
No, it happens all the time.
Only to you, Milla.
I'm getting the shivers just thinking about it.
Where does Sylph fit into this equation? I'm not going backwards, am I? I shouldn't be. Nah, we're good. We're almost back to the Xylan Woods, which is right next to Canbalar, for those of you who don't remember. Give. Ooh, monster fluid? That's worth like 700? I didn't catch the number. I was about to say, some of y'all got level ups there, didn't you? What is this? Glacial Core. I know that SP is right there, but hear me out. If we just only get Glacial Core here, we don't need more SP right now. Oh, I gotta set my throat, sorry. So let's get Rowan Glacial Core, because it's really good, and we'll get this SP next. Oh yeah, and I think Conductor 3 will be really good. I don't know if Rowan's AI will make great use of it, but could be useful. SP there, what is this? Roche Waltz. I know what this move is, actually. It's like a giant boulder is on the screen, and Rowan just moves it around, which is really funny, actually. It's such a funny art that I remember it well. Sylph puts out the fire after the explosion? Well, why didn't Milla say that, then? She's withholding information from us. That's not cool, Milla. Let's get Leia some more strength, and I want to get these 2 SP nodes that are side by side. Plus, we need to get Vitality 3 here. Caw-caw. Oh, you know something we can do? I think we can do it before we wrap up. Actually, it'll be best to do it before we wrap up Chapter 3, I think, if the game will let us. I don't see why it wouldn't. But we should, as soon as we get access to, like, the map and the whole world again, we should go to Shaundu and finally do some arena stuff. Because now my character should definitely be a high enough level that I don't have to worry about it being a 1 character versus, like, 4 enemy situation. My character should be high enough level that they just absolutely destroy anyway. Good chunk of black feathers. All right. I'm fighting you now, I guess. I have to be careful about back attacks because we don't have elites. I just remembered that.
I'll provide cover.
I'm surprised I managed to get that splash off. Die.
Sharpen the wind.
Dance upon the wind.
Dare I waste a mystic art? I mean, I guess it's not really a waste. Well, I was aimed the wrong way. Nah, my mystic art.
Forward.
Alas. Excuse me. Stop being alive. All right. What's this other light move I haven't used yet? It's L1 circle down, right? Yes, Divine Streak. Stop.
Light shine through.
There we go.
Provide cover.
It's L1 circle down is a little weird for some reason. Oh, wait, no, that's the laser beam move. Wait, which move haven't I used? Shining Prism is the one I haven't used. Wait, this is dark? I thought this was light. It is light, but it does the dark art thing? Wait, no, I used Thunderblade by mistake. What is Thunderblade set to? Oh, no, Shining Prism is just circle. I'm stupid. I can't read. Reading is hard. Ooh, Shining Prism is sick? Alright, as soon as I figured out what button to actually press, Chaos.
That's the spirit.
I didn't realize that wasn't one we had seen before. Sorry, I talked over that a bit. But as soon as I realized that it was, one that we hadn't done before, I was reading it wrong, pressing the wrong button. It was very easy to use. You know, literally what happened is just that the one where you're supposed to default hit circle is at the top, so I thought, oh, it's at the top, so you hit up for it, because that's how the shortcuts down here work on the right stick, but that's not the case on the left stick. Because with the left stick, you can just hit circle once, so there's no need for the, for it to be laid out that way. Which I know, and is, you know, I still should have realized, but that's why I got confused. gonna back attack this fool. No, don't turn left. Don't you. I was gonna back attack you. He knew. He knew it. I got like the minor back attack, I guess. Get him, Rowan. Yeah, try guarding that, idiot. You can't. Help, I'm being bullied. Stop this. Behold, staccato blast. Yeah, that combo also pretty good. It does cover up a bit of the screen sometimes, but that's, you know, that's fun.
Imprison the heinous and cage the immoral.
Yeah, cage the immoral or whatever. Shining Prism seems pretty good. I could see myself using that art a good bit. Be linked with like Alvin or Jude when they start hitting the enemies, start casting it so that it pops off quickly. It catches them in it, and then we can keep combos going.
This is the power of Maxwell.
Sure is. It's time to eat another dish. I don't have any other gold dishes. How about that? Well, even though I just said we were gonna pivot more to gold over experience for a little bit, experience it is. Just by virtue of having no other option. No other option that entices me, at least. I'm pretty much just gonna avoid enemies at this point if I can, because we're almost out of here. Fine. Thank you for the 5 monster fluid. That's gonna help expand my weapon and/or accessory and/or armor shop whenever I get around to doing those next. Maybe we will try and upgrade them and get one more hit of armor, especially if I do decide to move the game up to hard difficulty. Caca! But we might try and get everyone another upgrade on weapons and armor before the chapter change, maybe. We'll see. Time will tell. I thought there'd be a cutscene. Shylin Wood. So this is right beyond Shylin Wood's temple, and down there, the Kukar Ice Caverns. That's where Jude, Alvin, and Elise are during Jude's story. So not a whole lot happened in the Nala Lava Tubes, because we're about to reunite with everyone. It was mostly, Jet Black Feather is really useful right now. For the long term. It was mostly a little bit of going ahead and bringing up Olympios and whatnot. Milla's like little dream sequence with that mysterious voice that those of us who have played Jude's story know what it is, or if you played Milla's story before. And the bit with Leia about wanting to like her future and wanting to be a nurse and et cetera, and to help Jude and so on. So nothing too crazy, but pretty neat. Give. Yo, 4 monster fluid from a random drop is pretty sick. Also, of course, in this playthrough, we will... Ooh, that was a gold up one. I think that was the 100% small one, actually. We will, of course, at some point, head back over to the Kukar Ice Caverns. Not head back to, but go to them in this playthrough. I'm pretty sure we have a subquest that sends us there at some point. I think there's a subquest in both versions of the game that sends you to the other one for some reason or another. I don't remember, though. I'd have to double check the spreadsheet. But there's an Ifrit treasure, or maybe even 2 in there, as well as just chests and stuff to get in general that we'll want to do. But I'll probably wait and see if we get a subquest for it before I just go and do it. Made it back to the temple.
Where are we?
Look, it's Cambelar's castle.
Milla!
You're okay!
Milla, I missed you!
Am I glad to see you?
I'm so glad you're all safe. It's good to see you again.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Milla?
Oh, do I know you? I've never seen you before.
Huh?
Why, I am your elder sister.
Sister? I don't have a sister.
Tipo, you alright, dude?
What's going on, Muzet?
This may be our first time speaking true. Yet we are both spirits born into this world at nearly the same time.
Well, you definitely are a spirit. That much I can believe.
Oh my goodness, we're about to get my favorite skit in Tales of Xillia. Potentially my favorite skit in the Tales of franchise. It's definitely like top 10.
No need to be so suspicious. What could a spirit gain from impersonating your sister? You are Maxwell, after all.
That's true, it wouldn't gain her anything.
Why did you appear before Jude?
Because you summoned me before him, or rather, your powerful feelings for him summoned me. Really? Could that even be possible?
I don't know. I'll admit I've been hearing a voice in my dreams.
Wingle? Hold that thought. So the information was correct.
Attention. Attention. I am Gilland. You have my most sincere apologies for forcibly occupying your city. Please understand that subjugation is not our goal. Such extreme measures were only necessary to prevent an apocalyptic war between two superpowers. You have my word that we at Exodus will do all in our power to preserve your safety and your livelihood. We desire the same thing you do. Eternal peace for Rieze Maxia.
I despise that man, Gilland. He promotes peace, even as he uses Spyrex to hurt humans and spirit kind alike.
We may have no choice but to eliminate him and his group.
I agree.
How will we do that?
Those people have armored soldiers and flying ships and big cannons and...
Alvin, it's time you came clean. You should tell us everything you know. Alvin!
I assume Gaius won't stand for this.
He is inviting us in. Frankly, I'm surprised he even revealed himself to us.
Maybe they're testing us?
It's not a trap, is it?
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
What happened?
I'm on the straight and narrow now. I promise.
I think this is like the 4th time Alvin has said this.
And why would we believe you this time?
I have a score to settle with Gillen. Let me be the one to finish him off. If I betray you again, you have my permission to run me through with that sword of yours.
I don't think Milla needs permission.
So let me come with you.
And if I refuse?
Then I'll kill him on my own.
Very well.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
We have to find out what Gaius is planning.
Yeah.
Jude can now tether with Muzet. Use the arts menu to set Muzet and summon her in battle. We are not playing as Jude, so that's irrelevant. And I'm pretty sure the tether
Suddenly
thing...
we have more gold than we know what to do with.
Yeah, I never knew beating up monsters would be so lucrative.
Makes a lot of cash,
As I
bro.
always say, it's the gear that makes the man. Well, after one scarf, of course.
That's your priority?
It sounds very Alvin, to be honest. Oh, I think this is it. I think this is like my favorite skit in all of Tales of. What was I saying just a second ago before I get interrupted by the stuff? Crud, I totally lost my train of thought.
Does anyone else think that Alvin's acting kinda weird? Alvin's always weird.
He is pretty dang weird, to be honest. Alright, it's skit time, boys. Oh no, wait a minute, I remember what I was gonna say before we watch this skit. Is, that the tethering thing, I'm pretty sure it's not even a good art. I never use it when I play Jude's story, from what I can recall, because it just doesn't, it's not great. I'm pretty sure that the reason...
certainly is easy on the eyes, wouldn't you say?
I guess. Leave Jude alone for half a second and he always comes back with some new girl.
Well, he's the protagonist, it happens. Stop interrupting me, by the way. But, originally, Tales of Xillia was supposed to have Muzet and Gaius both be playable characters. So, at this point in the game, Muzet would have been a playable character, I'm fairly certain. And... Gaius, I don't remember. I think actually a moment coming up now that all this Exodus stuff has happened is when Gaius would have been a playable character for at least a while. But unfortunately, when they were... This is what I've heard. I've never actually fact-checked this. I probably should fact-check it, but I've heard it from, like, plenty of sources, so I feel like who would have made this up? But they were supposed to be playable characters in Xillia. The devs just didn't have time to make it happen, so they weren't able to. But obviously, their characters had to stay in the game because they were too important. They weren't going to get rid of their characters because they're great characters. But, and then they're playable in Xillia, too. So, that's what I've always heard, at least, is that Muzet was supposed to be a playable character during this point instead of the Jude tether thing.
I have you to thank for saving Jude.
Not at all. Jude was quite a help to me. Thanks to his direct tethering with me, I was able to recharge much of my lost mana.
Jude, you direct tethered with her?
Yeah. Muzet asked me to. Was that bad?
Bad? It's, direct tethering is something a spirit and a human do when,
Since we were together constantly, he was able to fill me with loads of mana.
I had no idea you were that kind of man.
Milla, wait! Why is she so angry?
I can't believe you'd ask me to explain that to you. Do you just want to hear me say it? Is that what you're into?
Someone tell me what is going on with these spirits.
It's actually shorter than I remember it being. I thought it was a bit longer of a skit, but I love that skit. I never forget it, man. I always remember that skit. I remember that it's right here as soon as you get Muzet at the Xylan Woods Temple. Milla saying, I didn't think you were that kind of man. And Jude just being like, will someone please explain to me what's happening? Oh, I love it. Gets me every time, man. It's probably not my favorite skit, like, ever, because I can remember, like, yeah, I think, at least off the top of my head, I know that Rokuro and Aizen's secret tunnel skit in Berseria I think I like more, but that skit is one of my favorites, without a doubt. No times threes, that's fine. Throw all this monster fluid in here. Yeah, let's get the weapon shop to level 50 real quick. The Vorpal Sword. We can kill the Jabberwocky. I'm just gonna do that for now. I just want to get it to level 50. The Eternal Flame. We can probably get the armor in the weapon shop up to about level 55 pretty easily. And then buy whatever upgrades we can get from them as a result. In fact, with all of this leafy stuff I have right here, I kind of want to try and do it right now. That gets it to 55.